Be warned, this video will contain spoilers. Episode 4 of 9 Perfect Strangers Season 2 just delivered the biggest wait. What? Moment of the season so far, and it's all thanks to that final reveal. Yes, we all saw the signs that David might be connected to Tatiana, but who honestly thought Masha was about to play matchmaker between her hallucinated dead daughter and the guy who doesn't even know she existed? That's not just emotionally explosive, it's existentially messy. Unlike the Marconis in Season 1, who shared a bond with their deceased loved one and were intentionally dosed for that encounter, David's just a little fuzzy, and clearly hasn't got a clue what Masha's cooked up for him. Which raises the big question. How exactly is this hallucination supposed to happen? That tech Martin rewatched from Masha's disruption conference. Yeah, we should all be paying more attention to that. Masha keeps brushing off questions about her new invention, but you can't tell us she's suddenly become cautious about testing. We all know Masha lives by her own rules. Helena's convinced this is Masha punishing David, but Masha claims it's all about a reckoning. Whether that's emotional closure, chaos, or something even darker, only Masha knows. And that's what makes her such an enigmatic center of this season's storm. David, meanwhile, is operating on a completely different wavelength. He thinks he's here to maybe invest in the clinic, because apparently Zauberwald's finances are tanking. Masha fires back with a biting, "Sad you feel like everyone wants you for your money. But let's be honest, she is playing a long game here." Agnes and Brian even manage to play therapist to Wolfie over breakfast, subtly pointing out that she's smothering Tina, which is clearly part of the problem. That leads us into Tina's nightmare, a literal blood-on-the-keys kind of trauma dream, and the day just spirals from there. It's no secret Tina's musical talent is wrapped in pain, but this episode really dives into her and Wolfie's fraught relationship, complete with flashbacks to happier times and glimpses into what may have gone wrong. But here's the thing, after all that setup, we still don't really learn what broke Tina's relationship with music. We get vague hints, a few child prodigy cliches, and then the big reveal is that Tina thinks she's fucking her mom. Yeah, that line happens. And no, it's not a metaphor, it's just weird. Masha, meanwhile, is entering full-on maniac mode. The ballroom scene is chaos. She's loud, erratic, making accusations, channeling Nicole Kidman horror movie energy. She traps Tina at the piano, triggers a meltdown, and turns the whole exercise into something wildly inappropriate. Wolfie tries to reach her through music, but it only pushes Tina further away. Later, after a pep talk from Agnes and Brian, Wolfie confronts Tina again, and what we get is another round of vagueness. Tina just wanted to be normal. Proms, graduations, all the stuff she missed out on. But the question that lingers is, does she even want to be with Wolfie anymore? Because that chemistry feels long gone. Even the quiet moment at the end, Tina and Imogen bonding in the ballroom over their shared dysfunction, lands with a strange kind of hollowness. Imogen's been let down by Victoria again, who promised a mother-daughter moment and ended up passed out drunk. Matteo says one vague thing in a blanket and disappears again. And we're left wondering what the actual point is for these characters. Is there still a deeper story to reveal? Or are we just watching people flail in the most beautifully lit, musically scored therapy session of their lives? If you're still riding the wave of this season and trying to make sense of Masha's ever-deepening mystery, I want to hear your theories. What's her endgame with David and Tatiana? What do you think the device actually does? And has Tina's character arc lost you? Or are you still hoping there's a deeper story waiting to drop?